So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 2 of our My Player Career Mode on the PS4 FIFA 15. And we're going to have to sim a load of few games here because we are still injured, and instead of doing a live commentary over the top, I'm just going to sim them. You guys can see them in the background while I will be commenting, not live, but basically so you can see them. And then as soon as we are fit, we will come back and try and continue and banging in the goals for Tottenham. So let's have a look, see how we get on in the next up and coming months. So the first game we had to sim in the game because we were injured was in the Capital One Cup up against Manchester City. So we really wanted to win this one, and we ended up winning the game 2-1. Ericsson and Townsend picking up the goals to help us progress to the next round. But the next game we really wanted to play, but we couldn't. It was up against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, and thankfully we ended up winning the game 2-0. Harry Kane and Stambouli picking up the goals, so a brilliant result for Spurs there. We jumped into our next game up against West Brom, which was going to be at home at White Hart Lane, and thankfully once again we ended up winning the game. Or actually, sorry, in this one we ended up drawing it 2-2, and the next one was going to be up against Salzburg away from home in the Europa League, and this one we did actually win 2-1, which was a great result, especially in the Europa League, as we do well to win the game. So as you can see here, it says that our recovery has gone to plan, and it looks like you're almost ready to come back. The medical staff will take one last assessment and then clear you for selection for the next match. So hopefully we can be coming back, as long as also Kyle Walker's come back. So hopefully we can play the next game, which hopefully will be up against... obviously we can't play the qualifiers because we haven't been selected, but hopefully we can play in the game up against Southampton, which would be great if we could. So as we had to move on to sim some more games, we now have Manchester City to play once again. This time was in the Barclays Premier League, so we're hoping to come out on top on this one, and hopefully we could pick up the 3 points. But unfortunately we only ended up drawing 1-1, and Fazio did actually pick up an injury. As you can see here, he picked up a 7-day pulled groin, but that's not the worst news anyway. So it doesn't look like we've been selected to play the Southampton match, but we're going to sim it, and hopefully we can come out with the big 3 points because we're doing really well so far this season, and I do believe we are going to be around the top of the table. We end up losing that on 2-0. Tadic and Pele picking up the goals, so disappointing result for us there, but I suppose Pochettino doesn't want us to get too involved. He doesn't want to put me straight in case I get injured straight away. He doesn't want to risk me, basically. And now that you're fit to play matches, I will start sending and updating you on the up and coming targets, so that's good to see. So now we're back and fit, and we might actually be playing this next game in the Europa League, which would be good if we can make our appearance back from injury, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to play this game either. But we are going to sim it, and we'll have a look, see how we get on. Once again, like I said, hopefully we can win. We did actually win the first game, I believe, up against Salzburg, and now we want to beat Lokomotiv, and we end up losing 2-0. So another poor result from us there, as we're not playing very well. We've lost about 3 games on a trot now, and we've got to try and get our run of form back together. Otherwise, we will start slipping out the table, and we still haven't been selected. So I don't know what's going on, but we haven't been selected and we are fully fit, so maybe we're going to have to wait till January and then request that transfer and go out on loan, because if we're not playing, there's no point staying. But Harry Kane once again picking up the goal for us, and we end up winning that one 1-0, which is good to see. But like I said, I really want to be playing games. I don't want to be sitting out on the sidelines, and I'm hoping to play against Aston Villa, and it looks like we might be because they expect a minimum average rating of 9. They want us to score 1 goal, they want us to maintain a goal conversion rate of 12%, and they want at least 1 assist, which is fair enough, and we're not playing the game either. So not very good news for us, as we're consistently not getting selected. We're consistently not even getting onto the bench, so that's not even good news at all. And it looks like we're going to have to try and now request that transfer and go out on loan. We have now been selected to play in this game up against Salzburg in the Europa League, which is great to see. We are in the team along with Ericsson, Chadley, Townsend, Paulinho, Bentaleb, Rose, Chiriches, Dyer, Walker and Michel Vorm. So we're in with a good squad, and hopefully we can pick up a goal in this game, as we want to get back to winning ways. Lovely ball through to Juicy. Juicy to pick up his goal. He finesses the ball around the goalkeeper, and Juicy puts Spurs 1-0 up in the 8th minute. Christian Eriksen with a fantastic ball to us as we got ourselves back on side. I thought there was more defenders than there actually was, so I tried to run, but then I cut inside. As you see me running across the screen, a fantastic ball across, and Juicy picks the ball out and slots it right into the corner of the net as he picks up his first goal in the Europa League in the 9th minute. Fantastic ball through to Juicy. Juicy hits it on his left foot and Juicy finds the net again. This time with his left foot. This time, I think this is probably the best goal we've scored so far this series. Fantastic ball over the top. Juicy has a first time touch and bangs it with his left foot right past the goalkeeper, leaving him no chance. And Juicy is on course for his first hat-trick of the series. If we could, that would be incredible. Oh no, we're down injured again, and you can't be serious we're going to get taken off again, because that was just a rash challenge by their player. It looks like he might be able to get back up, but it does look like we are going to be out for maybe another week or so, because we've picked up yet again another injury. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to continue. We come off the pitch, Harry Kane comes on in the 60th minute, and that looks like we're not going to get our hat-trick because we've got injured. So hopefully we can finish the end of the match and hopefully win the game. We are currently winning 2-0, and I'm hoping Harry Kane, in theory, doesn't pick up a goal. But I'm sure we would have won that game. And as you see here, we've sprained our knee and we're out for 3 weeks. And the league expectation is going to be updated due to injury. So once again, we come back from injury. We don't even complete a game, and we're out again. But we've got a game here up against Hull. We are going to obviously sim it because we can't play it because we're still injured, and I think we're going to be injured for another 4 or 5 games. So we're going to sim them, and we're going to play that one last game as soon as we get back, and then we will finish off the episode. But we end up winning this game 1-0, and once again, Harry Kane picking up the goal. So he is going to be a real threat for me to try and knock him off his perk, because he's doing really well. He's banging in the goals left, right and centre. So we've got another game here, this time at White Hart Lane, up against Stoke. Harry Kane once again starting the game because why would he not? He's been banging in the goals, and I'm hoping he doesn't get another goal. But straight away in the second minute, he picks up a goal, and he doesn't pick up another one, but we end up winning the game 2-0. So we are doing very well. I'm actually going to show you the league table as well, just to see how well we are doing. We're doing really well, and I think we could actually compete to get in the Champions League. So we're currently top of the table, tying with Manchester United. So great news, we're back and fit, and we have been picked to play this game up against Everton in the league, and I'm hoping we can continue our run of games we haven't gone a game yet without scoring. So hopefully we can continue that and win this game with a goal or an assist by me, which would be great to see. Lovely ball over the top to Juicy. Juicy whips the ball in the box. It's going to come to Ericsson. Ericsson's going to try the header, but it comes out wide to Capoue. We're going to try and get ourselves back in the box to try and find that ball. And clearly Chadley gets fouled, but the referee gives an advantage. We're going to call for the ball. We're going to play. We can't find any space really, but Ericsson's going to find us. But what's happened? Why have they pulled up? I don't know why we stopped here. It's confusing. Unless he blew up for a foul. A drop ball, so someone obviously got injured. But we get given the ball back. Vertonghen's picked up the ball. He's going to try and find us through the space. We pick up the ball. Juicy on the ball. Juicy to Ericsson. Ericsson's going to try the shot. He shoots. He tries to chip the goalkeeper, but it just goes wide of the post. And we nearly got our first assist of our career there. Good chance for Everton. Lukaku picks up the ball. He plays the ball to Lennon. Lennon turns our defenders inside out. He has a shot, but thankfully Michel Vaughan makes a fantastic save, and we nearly found ourselves 1-0 down. But Juicy should win the header there, but he doesn't because he's like a midget. A good ball through to Juicy. Juicy tries to get through, but it comes to Jagielka, and I don't know why Ericsson is trying to play the ball to us while we're on the floor. But we should ask for the ball here as Townsend picks up the ball. He plays the ball to Juicy. Juicy's going to try and turn Garbett for pace. He's going to beat Garbett for pace. He's going to look for Ericsson in the middle. Ericsson's not the biggest player, but he's going to win the header, and Joel makes the save. Juicy's on the ball. He's going to cut inside on his favourite left foot, on his right foot. He shoots, but Joel makes the save, and we get +1 star skill moves, which is good. But we did get the chance to pretty much win us the game there, but Joel makes a fantastic save and denies us from getting that goal. But we're going to ask for the ball here at the near post. We're going to try and get onto it, but Ericsson somehow completely messes it up. Dyer takes the ball away from us. It comes to Juicy once again. Juicy on his left foot, shoots, and it just goes wide of the post. So we've had 2 chances in the dying stage of the game to win us the game, but it doesn't look like it was to be. And it looks like we're going to go with our first game without scoring. And that's the game. We end up drawing the game 0-0. We had 2 good chances in the game, but unfortunately we couldn't convert any of them. But we did play pretty well. I don't think we deserved a 5.5 rating. As you see there, we had 2 shots, 2 off target, but that was untrue because we had the shot where Joel made the save. So them stats are wrong, and I think we played better than that. I actually picked up 2 of our 3 shots, so we only had 3 shots and I had 2 of them. So it wasn't the worst performance in the world, but it could be better. But we haven't been selected for the next game. Harry Kane has, and it's going to be up against Crystal Palace. And we're hoping we can pick up the 3 points as we can try and secure our Champions League spot for next season. And we end up winning the game 3-1. Harry Kane picking up 2 of the goals, and Eriksen picking up 1. So Eriksen seems to score when he plays with Harry Kane, but not when Eriksen plays with us. And now we've got to sim the game up against VAR again as well, because we haven't been selected for that one. So it's a bit of a shame, to be honest, that we haven't been selected for a lot more games than what we are hoping for. I was hoping to be selected for pretty much nearly every game, but that just doesn't look like to be. So like I said, when it comes to January, we will have to request that transfer, and we ended up drawing that game 0-0. The next game will be up against Crystal Palace. We're hoping we might be able to try and play this one. We'll have to wait and see whether Pochettino has the faith in putting us out up against Crystal Palace and has the faith that we can do it up top, and yes, he does. So we are going to be playing Crystal Palace in the next episode. So if you did enjoy this episode, please make sure to hit the like button down below. That's going to be very much appreciated. And if we're going to hit 25 likes, there will be an episode of the Club and Country Career Mode later on today. So I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see the Club and Country Career Mode, make sure you hit that like button down below, as we will get another episode out for you very soon. So thank you for watching.